back for Sunday launch. Yes, with Uncut
Frost Child
and Frost Babies. Welcome back, y'all. Who got a chance to tune?
If you, it was amazing.
Yeah,
you can just head on over Frost Child.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, below for Uncut got podcast, a couple of clippings in there that can lead you to the YouTube channel.
Yes, well, Uncut.podcast. One, for those who are on Instagram, yes, we know the name is super long. I love practical resources.
Yeah.
Shout out. Right? Is amazing. I wish, like now, with the mindset that if I was in college, I would.
Oh, that would be.
Yeah. There's always. Mom always says I talk like I'm like 97.
Go back.
Yeah. It's really fascinating.
iPhone.
I think I can manage that now without. Excuse me, that was hilarious. What launch? Sunday launch is our reflection, talk about our goals and like go towards the week. God, we have another opportunity.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a
Excuse me. You guys. I held that in thinking that it would go away. Okay. It was like a cough, which praise God. Like a cough. I have an allergy.
I just didn't know if I need to say
you can always say blessing. Thank you. Yes, hopefully devotion time with you, like going to church or something that is for you.
Yeah.
Now it really does center. Okay. I'm new to church. Okay.
Right.
Journey, yes. Mm-hmm. However, what we're saying, I of church. Mm-hmm. That seeing your friends that are like family, that you ships in these bonds, like commune time, going to church.
Yeah. Or it's such a priority.
We're doing it back then. It's I know I was still learning the importance. And down, we always talk about growing. For me, like when we were vacating our like to like all the way in Arlington,
yeah.
Which I think everything had its purpose. It was happening. Absolutely. It was a part to some like the word.
She said Arlington about from Bowie, but Maryland.
County. We're gonna say PG County
to Arlington,
and that's twice a week,
right?
For Bible study. Important, and that's the trudging.
Yes,
the trudging. While I talk, trudging is a different persistence, and the persistence that even back then, it shows. It definitely shows. So to trudge,
well, it just says few steps, typically or harsh conditions.
Wow, even more.
Yeah,
the slowly.
Yes, and with difficulty.
It was difficult to commit in Arlington, Virginia.
every week for about.
So I don't. There's no that's spirit and praising God and worshiping God in spirit and in truth. Now, I did do it too because I family, of course, it was kind of wanting to like build something. Head.
But I think that's part of. I think that's part of the condition building relationships. Remember,
Trying.
right?
Yeah.
Building relationships,
And even doing that, now I would get weary.
Yeah.
Yes, and just go back to my old.
Yeah. Back to the familiar.
Mm-hmm. With Sunday launch, right? Because it's more intense than to just go.
Yeah.
Pull off in a car, with slowly reasons.
And so, of course, since I'm
take off on a rocket ship, because that's to launch.
I was getting ready to say that because an act or instant that means immediate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's like, why?
Yeah.
Where's the lie? It's just that we are here to innovate and launch ourselves into a new week, to be presented with a new week. Everybody didn't make it, and I in my right mind to still be here live, to still be a young adult, act like I'm 96. Now on purpose,
Right. I think so.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Listen, it's balance.
Would admit that singing some of the songs I'm amazed because I'm like,
Yes,
quite
I was.
yet.
I'm a
too. I'm talking about some songs that were 90. I'm like, you weren't even born.
because I would give you guys I'm listening to, because I don't know that I think that's from like the
Wow
50s or 60s.
Okay, so let me just say that
It's I'll be around. I don't know the name of the group.
Oh, I'll try to find it today. Maybe we can play it.
No. I mean, but yes, you guys, Sunday launch into a new week with much gratitude, sharing our goals and small, big, medium, whatever. Right into the scripture. Yes, I'm still reading the last what we were outside of this book, which words of life for women, and so we find our scriptures to like open unthought and uncut. Anywho, First Timothy 12 through 14. Don't let it as you are young, but believers in speech of there's that word, love, and in purity. Devote yourself to the public lecture, to preaching, and not neglect your gift.
That's divine alignment because it talked about love.
Yeah,
and it talked about scripture.
And
I want to be included.
As old as we feel.
Mom's like, okay, well, yeah,
it's old. I mean, honestly, we're only as old as we feel.
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you, of course, because I'm your mom. So
we'll be scared if you were 31. Oh my goodness!
Right,
You turn the water into wine now. If there's a mother daughter or son mother duo out there,
hit me.
We want to
Right, hit me.
Hold on. What if you got something? We want to talk to you.
Right.
Seriously.
Yeah. But in that talk about love, it talks about your. And in the beginning, you definitely wanted to focus reading your scripture.
Yeah.
So in the word. Yeah. Yeah. So
Prizing the word.
Mhm.
And that's just
And
a goal. It's just the regardless if I never from front to the end, because the heart and the purity.
at work,
I mean, that's just.
core is always.
But goals, listening to your. I mean, okay, right. I think for me outweighs goals. Ambition can be.
That's right. We were talking about that last.
I wanted it to be successful. Natural to want to be successful, to want, make something of yourself. And natural thing to want to do. I think it becomes something that then I'm overcompensating goals with whole, because I don't want you to see. I want you to see like my struggle, right? So I will overcompensate these layers. That's something that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Doing other things instead of focus on and like whole thing with God.
Mm-hmm.
But we
Like it can only be free of the purity and those terrible like place. I can count and allow what was going to make me not launch.
Yeah.
The importance of is to bring those there. That's not a game time, like literally.
Right. Yeah. I sometimes wanting to be or raise my hand and getting distracted. I saw, or maybe I didn't want to be the only one in my road. Ego.
Ooh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I identify with the ego.
Easing God out. Yep.
Yeah. Easing God out.
God, but same thing. I mean,
no.
EOD easing out God. So
easing God out. And who am I? Like in front of humans.
Yes.
No, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I had to say that. Right. Really that serious. My father. And these conversation, I think, and I know that the spirit praising God is spirit and truth, like water. It's crazy.
Struggling because different analogy of attending church, her and things, but you hear these represented to God in scripture. It's over your head,
or you're like they feel that way, but ooh, you know,
it kind of goes over your head. You just don't your core.
That
core. And when it finally,
oh my gosh,
that's what they've been.
We're gonna have a fun moment. We're gonna ways of describing driving. For me, that's like my first, like that good, like when you get first sip. Like Starbucks did not want to know who is back there, girl. Like who, whoever you are, right?
You're here.
Yeah, I don't mean to scare you. Seriously, I'm listen. Right?
Yeah.
It hits you like that.
You want to lay your hair down. They have that really thick hair. Kind of lay it down, and your piece just keeps sticking up. When you lay it down, and it's just
Oh, God. Or when you actually finish or something, like maybe you had like, I want to condition, like I really want to do some cardio, which is still a challenge for the girls. Who knows? Sometimes it's depending on, however, when you hit like, okay, like of the pace cardio,
yeah,
and that timer hit 40 minutes, you can put those God moments.
that's a guy.
And that's what basically we're just we can chuckle and laugh at like,
Right. How he shows up. Oh wow! Now I will bring things back to your remember. I had I used to see family members. I wanted that. I desired it was going to happen. But I want to know what that feels like.
Yeah.
Feeling it, and it's amazing.
Like I don't take it for granted. Like life can humble. Life will, looking at life we're talking about how to do life, incorporate God as your center, and then while doing life with the memories of what that's basically what Unthought and Uncut out, and that make you feel. I don't ever want to forget. That's important. I never want to be her again. Passion and love for her, but I don't no longer. I'm no hand, or see her
and condoning what she wanted.
We're not doing that anymore. I have so much compassion for you, and you made me everything that I am today. Although I love you, where I'm waiting,
and it also helps have a remembrance of when you see someone else struggling with passion for them, and you can identify and understand
God moment. Button today. We have the button. Exactly which one they are. I want to shout out to the people like in the tech. I don't know who like camera crews are really talented.
very much. So, like, I can't wait for
yeah. And if we know you are,
it doesn't even matter.
Or be like praying for you and excited, like. But that was just a little sidebar. But yes, this I don't was, and I don't, and I'm not because I don't want to.
Yeah,
I lived a life of once. It's what is it? Isn't to live a life that wants to. How in the world hate How can you be
Yes.
thinking?
Right. How can you create?
You create without a past?
Your future, your past, already learned, knowing the proof. That's the purpose, and being able to relate. Yeah.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
When you say that.
Right.
Yeah.
I am my own best friend. I have identified and I have asked. So, yeah. So it's Sunday lunch. Our parents, as you go into,
What are some of your goals?
so be patient with yourself. We know as parents, ability, especially if we have under us, we have even more response to household, the significant other, their response required for the state at home. So yourself, be kind to yourself.
That works. Some people don't stay up to manage taking up their own life.
Right.
You know, it's
time management, and you know, we talk about these guys that moment, a little button, because it's we know getting to that, it was a lot. 10 minutes before even signing on to the podcast, it could be, you know, just lays. Well, sometimes life can get sticking on top of you, and that's the part that is not encouraging. All parents, be patient, because it's just a moment.
always tell me that God moment. It's just a moment. It's just a moment. I needed that. Like the things that when I was like in that part style, just couldn't sit still. Self-load. Sitting with a thought. Go. Okay. And on a cut.
We not having the
not understanding that I have the power. Right?
Yeah.
You said it's just the moment. What I'm saying, you had the power to cancel thoughts that made me feel like it won't get better.
Yeah.
Or it started that train, and then it just would go, and then something which then made me do something up to why.
Thinking as we refer to keeps creating more problems. But in a moment, and two, the authority, because God has given that down.
And at one, the sickness of it all, that power. I knew it. I knew it. I heard. What is that? Like, I mean, I want to do this because I feel like no, you're telling me not to.
Yeah.
You're telling me that I have used for years to, and a life myself happened when to like surrender. I surrendered when I said I would, But when you write a book, you can't and be vulnerable and sad and pointed. Like all the things I really wanted to put in my book. I said I wrote it not right. I want to be an author. This would be a another idea. No, it was like a to do. I want to wrote a book, so maybe I'll utilize something like this. So really, and said, hey, maybe there's some women, like young women, and I felt like I've always like loved, and able to use that against me so much. Things like when you're desperate for things, move God out of the equation, and then you start
right, especially when you think God.
I always call it putting in your
Who's been there? Guilty. Guilty. I'm moving fast enough. Then we stop. I'll be back. I'll get back with you.
get back with you. For real.
From here.
Or if I was like doing ratchet fun.
Right.
Right. Sometimes
and
it's not
and the young.
And that's what I'm a millennial. You are coming together. Beautiful things can happen. We can learn and grow together.
There's how to learn and grow.
Yeah. But also out for like what to make you feel discouraged, like, oh my God, I had over, you know, things.
But be encouraged, because it's all about and doing the best that you can about your center.
I learned doing like even in the car, like don't get me sick. Like if I go to the gym, I listen to who? First of all, I was wondering. I go like that. First of all, I don't even know half of their. I don't even want to. Thing is like I listen to my ratchet. I think balance is. It was either all or nothing. I'm not saying I have balance today or low vibrations. For me, completely eliminate low vibrations out of my life.
Or definitely be aware of them.
You have starts with awareness, and then it ends with balance. Yeah, it's awareness, acceptance. I stay time, so I got stuck. Accept that I couldn't just be an adult. Why can't I just do and manage partying and doing, and then still being a normal civilized girl? Because it makes you a maniac, and you can't do that. So I stayed in acceptance, which I don't recommend, and for a long time. Accepted it, meaning I stayed. I was aware that it was a process doing wasn't working. Yeah, but I kind of come up with different ways. This life, and then this life. Right. I never intended to be a crazy person. I'm not being insensitive, but just I never intended on that. Except that I couldn't do this, fix this. I couldn't have my way.
Like anyone doing living. Well, let's try it this way. And God was,
but He waited. I don't play about God today. Yeah. People, rightfully so, on houses or cities. I'm just saying, things He waited on me. Yeah. I'm still here. God moment. Yeah. I was like, I mean, that is a part of my spiritual connection, and because I know that I know.
And that's another thing you hear in the communities, especially in our community, that I know. That is a real, to know what God
Because when we got baptized, I go back to you. We have that on video. I like upload it because what me and my mom go through. You might right. I think it is journey,
Ride or die.
lives the downs. I mean, of course, we've been trudging. we
A
have
long
been
time.
trudging. The launching for me in my brain. To me, it wasn't just selfish enough to just say, all right, I'm good. See you to the next court date. Once that mindset became the equation, right? I came with the heart of gratitude, making it back and say, God, I mean, first of all, Jesus, thank you, but I'm so blessed. And yes, God never left me. Humans, even you got a little worried. You never left me, right? Like, and that's the point that I'm making. What God can do in your life, and only you.
Yes.
I don't care if you find in a psych hospital, homeless, on the blade. People call you like prostitution.
Oh,
you know, like social media. You know, I watch social media and other. This is a transparent moment. Like anything that I do, God is at this point. Like I'm just if God doing, it's like okay, Dad. Like what do you want
exactly? Yeah.
You know, any places, but I thank God that it's one thing I didn't have to. Prostitution. And I'm not. It's not low, right? Say that to say, and I wouldn't have known about that unless. And I thank God that even if God, you find yourself on the blade, whatever, and God will never going to leave you. If you know God is in you, know,
and don't let anyone in their mind. Sometimes people on the odd will never leave you, no matter what. Just keep that in the back.
And like as long as you know it is you know true, like you're all. It's just a match into who God. Yeah,
that's that word. Today, we are launching beautiful Sunday. You guys have joined us. You need to watch Saturday Night Live. Time last night.
Yeah, the time last night. Yes, always a vibe, you guys. Listen, Unthought and Uncut ain't going nowhere. A little negative comment, y'all. So, but we know that comes when you put yourself out on social media. It's beautiful for everybody to be like, oh, but at the end of the day, like if you hear things that you're not prepared for the naysayers, just pack it all up now. You ain't ready. I know you ain't about to run.
Go ahead.
Listen,
take a moment.
Too much to let a certain.
Yeah.
And when you're just normal, but I always talk about God. That's like the best C4 ever like have. Right? God concept. So drink on you.
Yeah.
Turn up.
Yeah. That's not God concept.
On God concept. But yeah, that was like super shocking. even. I mean, whoever it was, because of course, weird. Right. She wasn't even coming for me. Because I keep.
We don't know who
she.
it was.
And the interesting thing, it could be an ex, past. Listen, you don't know.
My list. Everybody. But if I left, my apologies. But yeah, we had a topic that really do with. Well, I had commented on another Instagram post on someone. Let me tell you. Or you know that what you're saying is like a negative comment, or it may look like negative attention, but and they're watching. And
I mean, listen, that's the goal. The goal is that I don't know everything.
Like literally,
yeah.
Is it a she? I don't know.
It's like, no, I'm joking. I don't know. We don't know. Unfortunately, well,
I mean, that way.
But well, listen. Listen. I mean, I guess you.
Well, okay, that too.
I mean, listen.
But what that I made was on social media.
Mom, you're really
into
that. I mean, who cares? I'm really. I looked at it like
all the way over there, down to come all the way over here.
Let's hunt this downward. Mom, hunt.
I am launching because they look.
Gosh, humble yourself. Humble yourself. Oh, negative comments. Mm-hmm. You got to take the good with that.
Really?
Are you? Hey, listen, everybody. You ain't gonna. Everybody's not gonna understand. And you gotta be. I gotta be. You know. That's the thing. What I'm not gonna do. And praying and keeping God as my center is bring in. Because just because whatever kept you in a cycle of things or breaking relationship yourself, that behavior doesn't mean changed. Of course. And how do you work on reminder? What am I going to do if God so willing gives me the 20 to remind myself what I don't want in my life, how I don't want to be, how I don't want to. It is that you feel like it's something that hey, and wanting to change. Take a daily.
Absolutely.
I mean, and it's actually, and it's not as when you really surrender to do it, and then you give yourself, read the Bible or whatever, and get some that gives you back the power.
Really, and I'm talking to the old saying, ain't always been saved.
What does that even mean? It means,
yeah.
But is it is it like a threat to God? Really is in my center. Listen, if anger is still, I get it, girl or man. Anger, and you find yourself angry that nope, they didn't even do.
Really has.
Yeah.
Or that
we go because everybody's not going to get these principles and excuse me, every, master this. We weren't mastering it. Other people in the world that maybe were focused, right? It's for people who were still growing. I'm going, how do we create a world that gives space for people in whatever?
Right. We give them grace. Grace
And lead with
and lead with compassion.
It's a great place to stop for this Sunday. We came up with compassion. Yeah. And I love that. Hey. I love that.
Thank you guys for joining Unthought. And until next time,
We will see y'all next time. If you did not see Saturday night, go on over to the Instagram and watch Saturday night. We'll see y'all tomorrow for Monday. I'm Frost Baby.
Yes.